Ethereum catching the attention of major financial institutions, which are increasingly building on the blockchain and processing about 24 million transactions daily. The rise of tokenization and stablecoin hype also helping Ethereum-linked stocks. Joining us now to discuss the crypto market is Ethereum co-founder Joe Lubin. Joe, welcome.
Yes.
We were talking about this in the break, what's going on with Ether. If you take a look at the ratio, Ether to BTC ratio, it's been pretty much coming down for the past few years. Why is that? Why do you think there's that discrepancy?
So Bitcoin has had a very clear narrative, and it's got a value proposition that people can understand and get behind. It's had Michael Saylor doing a really good job growing the brand and buying lots of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's value proposition is now. Ethereum's value proposition has been perceived to be in the future. We've been building scalable infrastructure, layers of enabling infrastructure for about a decade, anticipating that all the activity of the internet and the web will move to Web3. And Web3 is really the natural evolution of the web protocols, sort of a re-decentralization of the World Wide Web. So Ethereum is scalable enough, affordable enough, legal enough in the United States. It's very usable right now. But we haven't had the applications, and we haven't had the consumer end users and the enterprise end users because former Chair Gensler made it really unattractive to use tokens or issue tokens or build applications in our ecosystem. So that is all behind us. We still have a lot of Ether out there and not enough activity to sop it up. And so that's a reason why we and others are doing the Ether treasury strategies.
Yes.
Not only is it a great business to run, but it's going to be critical to enable the supply-demand dynamics of Ether to right size as we build more and more applications.
So let's back it up, because people think of a Bitcoin treasury company like a MicroStrategy, and now there are others who are participating in that model. And so you and your team identified SharpLink Gaming,
Yep.
which is it the first Ether treasury company?
So there have been some other treasury companies. They're pretty small scale. It's like one that switched from being a Bitcoin miner to Ethereum. Yeah.
Chairman.
So Bitmine joined more recently. BTCS has not a large amount of Ether, but they've been really dedicated to becoming an early Ethereum treasury company. So we're at this point the biggest and making the biggest splash. Tom Lee is doing a great job. Big fan of Tom. Great narrator of the paradigm shift. So we look forward to welcoming other competitors, complementary competitors into the space and even collaborating with them.
What is the hope of this SharpLink move in terms of, does it demonstrate to the public? The public is used to thinking of MicroStrategy as a Bitcoin proxy and the use. I mean, is this to demonstrate, to sort of tell that story that you think isn't being told or hasn't told?
Yeah. It's about telling the Ethereum story. What does Wall Street pay attention to? It pays attention to being able to make money. What are we going to demonstrate? Because decentralization is the direction of travel for the world, we believe. We believe that we're going to see Ether and Bitcoin continue to rise over the next years and decades as we paradigm shift to more and more decentralization. So that's going to put a bid under these tokens, and the anticipation of us and Saylor accumulating more and more consistently, both in large chunks as well as just selling ATM. We're able to acquire tens of millions of dollars in Ether a day via these ATM sales. And so we're just going to stay the course and continue to grow the concentration of Ether per fully diluted share.